Welcome back. You're still watching Game On. We just wrapped up the first session of our show. Non-football related matters offered to you there, but it's time to talk football at this time. I remember asking Okpe and Onyewuchi their highlight for the weekend, and they mentioned football. My highlight also was a football-related story, so it's time to go deep into that conversation right now. Yes, I still have Okpe Oluwadebari and Onyewuchi Nwachuku joining me in the studio. The Nigeria Premier Football League for the matchday action. We saw for matchday 9, Lobi Stars, they edged out Bayelsa United with a 2-1 victory. O.C. Martins opened the scoring in the 20th minute, but Bayelsa United's Yahya Ibrahim leveled that game with a penalty in the 30th minute. Martins struck again in the 57th minute, securing the win for Daniel Omokachi's team. They have been waiting for that win, so they got one right now. Meanwhile, defending champions Enugu Rangers, they were held to a 1-1 draw. We're wondering what's really happening to Enugu Rangers. They had to draw against Kwara United at that Kwara United Stadium in Ilorin. Shola Abdul Rahim gave the home side an early lead before Kinsley Maduforo's equalizer balanced the score, ending the game in a draw. But let's go through the results right now. Aimba and Ikorodu City, that game ended in favor of the home side. Aimba with 2-1. Heartland of Owerri, yes, they picked up that win against Remo Stars. Amuneke, we thought Finidi George was leading, teaching them how to get the job done, but it seems they're picking up. Yes, they're running after him. Nasarawa United and Kano Pillars, 1-0 to United against Sunshine Stars, ended in favor of the home side with 3 goals and 3 points in the bag. Rivers United, where did they go wrong against El Kanemi Warriors without Zuberu? They had to draw there. Shooting Stars went 2-1 against Aqua United. Lobi Stars, Amokachi getting that win there against Bayelsa United, while Kwara United had to draw against the defending champions. Let's see the bottom and top 6 of the Nigeria Premier Football League as it stands after these games. We have the likes of Rivers United still staying at the top of the table there. Remo Stars following suit. Aimba in 3rd, Plateau United in 4th, Abia Warriors in 5th position. El Kanemi Warriors still sitting at 6th position over there with 13 points garnered. But is it too early to say the relegation zone and also the running for the title is too early, right? Looking at the bottom 6 of the Nigeria Premier Football League at this time, is it too early to make judgments? Yeah,
too early. Just 9 games. We have 38 games. So what it means is that we have 29 more games to play. Yes. And instructively, Ekanemi and Rivers that played last weekend are the only 2 teams that are yet to lose a game. Even though Ekanemi have drawn more matches. That's why they are not in the top 4, but they are yet to lose. And just like you said, Aliyu Zuberu is not with the team, and yet they are grinding out results. So it shows that they have a good structure. Yes, no man is indispensable in the team. So that's what it shows, and it's good. It's good. It's unlike what happened the other time when Ilechukwu was saying because he wasn't around, that's why Kano Pillars. We don't want to hear something.
We don't want to hear that. I join you.
That's business. If you're not there, then you should have quality assistants. Of course. A good coach must have quality assistants. Yes, no man is an island.
I mean, in recent weeks, we saw that with Yema, when Finidi was with the Super Eagles. Daniel Ogumodede, when he's not around.
You're even forgetting Ikorodu City. Ikorodu City have the assistants at the moment right now. At the moment. And they're doing so very well. So you should be able to have good hands at the back, to join you, show that responsibility. But I'm sorry about that bottom 6 of the Nigeria Premier Football League. It seems the producer wants every of that team to be on the relegation zone.
No,
but it's okay. But in a recent development, we did hear today, coming as a shocker, oh my heart, sounding boom, boom, boom. The Nigeria Premier Football League has suffered a significant setback as one of its official broadcast partner has reportedly terminated its 5-year deal worth over 1 billion naira. The termination is coming just months after a signing in November 2023. The Nigeria Premier Football League deal aimed to promote Nigerian League and increase its visibility. When it was brokered, the Nigerian Football Federation President Ibrahim Gusau expressed optimism that the partnership would drive interest in the domestic football scene, also allowing for foreign leagues like the English Premier League, the way we have the broadcast. We see the games every day, every weekend when they are played. That's what the Nigerian Football Federation President thought would happen. But this news, where do we go from here?
Well, when administrator was asked after a tournament that where do we go from here, the man said he's going home from here. So if you're asking me where do I go after the program, I'm likely to go home. Of course. But on the more serious
note, talking about the NPFL now.
On the more serious note, that's on the lighter note. The thing shook all of us. But the latest we had is, I think it's a day full of drama. Yeah, you were correct. There was the story that then what I'm just reading now is that. An inside source from StarTimes said they just issued notice of termination. That if the NPFL fails to do the right thing, those are the right things are what we don't know. Things are shrouded in secrecy.
I'm really in the clouds right now. I'm not getting clarity, but I really would love to get clarity. Let's have the head of program for Wazobia, I beg your pardon for that cut. Of course, we've got a veteran, China Acheru, joining us via Zoom. Thank you so much, China. With the gray hairs you've got, I'm very sure wisdom loaded, we packed tonight. I really need to make sense of what I hear right now for the Nigeria Premier Football League. China, this deal, when it was brokered, it was aimed at promoting the Nigerian league, increase its visibility. What will be the long-term impact of this withdrawal? Okay, he's saying that it's alleged withdrawal, that is just a notice. Okay, what will be the impact, long-term impact of this notice by this broadcast partner?
First things first, right? I live in a small town called Choba in River State, so I don't know how I can have clarity when you guys in the center of excellence don't have that clarity. So
you may be shocked. You may be shocked.
Let me continue. Okay, now here's the thing. I like the update which you brought, but when the news first came up, I'm like, how did you just terminate a contract that was signed? But now Onye is saying that they gave notice of termination. And the question is, why? And again, Onye says, like we all know, it's not just about him saying, we all know, a lot of things are shrouded in secrecy. We don't want to speak out. We hide details of contracts. If the right thing is done, what's the right thing? What's the wrong thing that is being done now? Then you ask, what's the long-term effect on the league, maybe even short-term? It's not too long ago that SuperSport pulled out as being broadcast partners of the league. We saw where that took us, right? We didn't have games on TV for a long time. All the money the club used to make from these payments is stopped. We couldn't pay prize monies in the league. We couldn't pay the league. We just ran the league on scholarship, so to say, because the clubs are just playing and for free. Now, when we got this deal some months ago, we were all excited. For some people, it was not the best for the league, but to others, it was, from where we are coming from, it's a step up, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps up. And now this. We're going to go round and round in circles until we get the details. But what you know is that if this StarTimes deal ends, whether it's today, tomorrow, in 30 days' time, or whenever that notice terminates, it takes the league back. It really takes the league back because for the past few months, we are able to see our games from different venues. We're able to stream our games, we're able to watch our games, which is one thing that every decent league should be able to afford. Games on TV. We have been able to come up from that point where there was not a single game on TV in the Nigerian league to where we could see our games. They were going back. And of course, this deal came with money, which the clubs benefited from. Hey,
are you sure the clubs benefited from this? Because we heard a lot. We heard a lot, even clubs complaining that these selected games were not being made open for them to know who will be broadcasted with the number of games that this broadcast partner did promise them.
The clubs, we are the clubs really fighting for their games to be on TV. Onye is laughing. Our clubs really fight for their games to be on TV. Because I know, unless things have changed when I fell asleep and woke up, right? Nigerian clubs don't want their games on TV.
Indeed.
But they want the money. They want the money that they can get from TV rights.
Exactly.
So I'll be shocked if the clubs are saying, listen, football is about entertainment. We want to see these games. But for Nigerian clubs, it's about the 3 points. Let's fight for the 3 points first. And whatever comes up is their business.
Well, China, you asked why I was laughing.
Yes, I asked. Yes.
Obviously you know why I'm laughing. you know, a lot of things have happened. There are so many things I gathered that I may not have the way, because if I spill everything, there could be
just problems. Off your mic there.
You know, there could be problems. But part of some of the things I gathered was that from the part of the broadcast right owners, they were trying to, you know, impose certain things on the NPFL. You know, but you know, in this situation, you have to gather fast from the other side, and you know, they met a brick wall, and maybe in that frustration, they gave a notice. But you know, you have been in this sector for a long time. You know, where did we go wrong? How do we do things in such a manner that is wired to fail? You know, things that work very smoothly in other places. Going forward, what do we need to do when we are signing contracts of this magnitude?
Yeah.
I think first things first, we have to strengthen our product. We have to strengthen our product. Every time we complain that the Nigerian League cannot get sponsors, but there's a program on TV that has about 30 youth in a room for 3 months, and they have lots of sponsors. Strengthen your product, and the sponsors will come. So first, we have to strengthen our product. 2, we must come out from the point of knowledge, right? Because if you're talking to a potential sponsor, right, what's your courage like? How do you market your product? Because if we act like we are begging for this, then they're going to make demands that you cannot meet up. Now, Oye is saying they made some demands. Now, listen, if it was the EPL, for example, or the La Liga, or even the PSL in South Africa, I'm sure the league can stand and tell a potential sponsor, or potential broadcast right owner that this is what we want, because they have a product they can defend. Now, what's our product? That's the key thing we should ask ourselves. What's our product? So I think that we're going to keep doing this. We saw Super Sport. We have seen lots of them. But if we don't strengthen our product and strengthen the product, right, it starts from the state governments that finance the clubs. It starts from the sports commissioners that basically it continues from the sports commissioners that basically run the clubs, then the club management that are basically non-existent, right? Then the players who don't see themselves as professional players except when they're being owed and they say, do you know we are professionals, you should pay us. Then, of course, we go to the fans who think that it's a do or die affair. It's not just one, it's the whole ecosystem. Even the media has their part in it. So we have to, as a united front, decide what we want to do to our football. Do we want to go forward? Do we want to remain where we are? Do we want to go backward? Because right now, I always say, Nigeria, there's no football club in Nigeria. We just have a group of players who fight for 3 points every Sunday. That's what we do. We don't have football clubs in Nigeria. Because, I mean, let me name names, right? Even Remo Stars that people are praising, you know, good stadium, good training facilities. That's just one aspect of football, your facilities. It's just one aspect. How does the whole country have just one stadium approved by CAF? A full country. So it just makes you know that we are just doing it because we feel it's something we must do. There is state government allocation we must get. There is ministry funds we must get. There is sponsorship funds we must get. But why are we doing this thing? Because we want to play football, or because we want to just excite ourselves? And really, we need to, I'm tired of saying let's tell ourselves the truth, because we all know the truth. We need to ask ourselves, what do we want with our football? Yes, what do we want with our football? I'm talking about the media, I'm talking about educating the fans, I'm talking about the players themselves, I'm talking about the club management that only begin to prepare for a game on Thursday. Because you know that there's 3 points at stake on Sunday.
Okay.
So we need to understand, yes, so we need to understand all of this. Listen, these guys should keep turning us around because they know that we, and that's the league, our football, they know that we don't know what we are doing.
Okay.
And until we begin to act like we know, we'll continue to get all of this.
Oh, we should go on with this conversation, but time not our friend. Thank you so much, China Acheru. In fact, your words of wisdom have been able to take one or two. If I'm put in that position now to head the Nigeria Premier Football League, I'll do something different, even with these words that you've dished out tonight. Thank you so much at this time for joining us on Game On.
The pleasure is mine.